So change means. So here we are with the 5th episode of Road to Success, Lord of Bars podcast. And here we have our 2 special guests, as always, Mirand and Paolo. Really special.
Today I'm a special guest.
Yeah, as always.
Just to change.
So let's say that we are all special guests, because we are player. In the moment that you are a player, you're actually a special guest, always, in every situation, in every moment. And talking about this, if you're not a player, you should start to be a player, if it's actually possible.
I think that if you are an NPC, you're just an NPC, you cannot be a player.
But you can change, or maybe someone can make you change.
Okay, for example, in life, if you want to achieve something, you really need to do changes. Because, sometimes people are scared about changes. Like everyone. Because also me, also Mirand, also Paolo, each of us is actually scared of change, because in your situation, you're not really feeling the best, but at the same time, you could feel worse. And our mind goes automatically to this part of the changement. Because when you plan the changement, you start to think, what, maybe in the future I'm gonna feel better and stuff like that. But in the moment that the change that you're gonna do, it's near to your present, you're gonna feel scared, because actually you need to fight in this moment with this changement, and you don't know what you will gain back. At least this is my opinion of changement.
Yeah, I think that everyone should change something in their life to evolve. So make an example, if you want a better body, you have to make a change. So you have to change your routine, and instead of staying every day laying on your bed, you have to go to the gym instead. If you want to change your job because you don't feel good in your actual place, you have to change and go somewhere else. But at the moment you have to go and change your routine, you will feel scared. But at the same time, when you will face this situation, you will feel relieved. So it will be a really let's say for me, is the best dopamine you can achieve. Like at the moment, I changed my job right now, and I didn't want to go to change my job. I was scared. I didn't want to learn some new stuff. But at the moment I went there, I was finally like, yes, I did it. I finally did it. So I think this is one thing that is really important.
Yeah, as I also said yesterday in the last episode, I see life as a video game. Also, we see life as a video game. It's just the main thing that we're talking about. And I think that I should treat myself as a character. So I should, at the end of the day, the goal of my life is just to max out my character. So reach my full potential. And in order to do that, you just need to change and find that thing that can actually make you the best version of yourself. So always trying to really change everything up and find that thing that can bring you to the next level.
Yeah, that's this is the thing that you want to change, because everyone wants to get in a better position, but you have to do something else. And if you are not able to change, that means that you are not able to do anything. You are just able to lay and watch other people doing stuff instead of doing that on your own. That's what I did. We did a change coming here in Switzerland.
It was really difficult. It was really tough in the first place.
We were in Italy, and we have to move on in a better place. So we went out of our comfort zone, and we came here alone in Switzerland. First, Khalil, and he can tell you about his experience.
It was really bad. I have to tell you that in the first period was really, really a bad feeling, but at the same time I had a lot of luck, because I was motivated, because I had a fight with my biggest group of friends, let's say, that pushed me away from my city. And in the moment that I was actually scared and I was feeling bad, I was thinking, you know what, I cannot let them win, because people are not believing in me and stuff like that. So I need to actually show them that I'm gonna be able to do more than they're actually able to do. So this gave me a lot of strength at the moment. And I have to admit, I think without this thing, I think I would go I would be back in Italy since years, I think, because in the first 2 months I really was like, okay, is that my place? Do I feel like this is my place? And it was not my place in the first moment. But the thing that I think people should change, it's to see change as a big thing, because I think that life should have change in your life. You should change your life every day, because if you think about it, once you have done something, you change something in your life, you're gonna have this dopamine, this good emotion, stuff like that. And I think if you would live in this perpetual state of good emotion, good feeling and stuff like that, like with dopamine and stuff, I think you will always feel more motivated. Try to imagine the first day we have done this podcast. How did you felt, Mirand?
I was excited, but after we did it, I was like happy.
Okay, but were you super excited about it?
Yeah,
no?
I was super
You couldn't
excited.
sleep, you say to me.
Yeah.
So, explain this feeling. Try to imagine if you have this feeling every day.
Yeah, that actually, I think you have to get addicted to changes.
Exactly.
Because every time you change something in your life, if it's good, you're gonna be excited, happy, and like motivated, let's say. If it's bad, you're gonna learn something.
Exactly.
So that doesn't mean that changes are always something good that can make your life better. But even if they are bad, you have to take the best part of it.
Exactly.
So guys, are you talking about changes as something that makes you happier, or something that can really improve yourself?
Both. Because depends on the point of view, in my opinion. Because if you think about it, when you change something in your life, actually it's not about being happy. Because of course you change for become a better person. But sometimes when you see an improvement that it's really fast and you can actually see it with your eyes, in this moment you're gonna be happy. That's the consequence, The consequence of be better, at least for me, because some people I see that can be happy just doing nothing and sleeping the whole day, 12 hours. But in my opinion, when I feel better, I feel that I get better in sport, that I have more knowledges, or maybe I did some step forward in my projects, I feel better and I feel actually happy. So I think, in my opinion, that these two things are related. And this is what I meant.
I also think that, I'm sure that you have to change only if you want. At the time that you ask yourself that if you want something, you're like, I want this new car. So, and you can afford it, you have to change something in your life. But if you're okay with your life actually now, if everything is good, you don't have to change anything.
And you can quit this podcast in this case.
Yeah. Okay. As long as you're happy, you have to keep that emotion. But if you can make it better, you have to change something.
Exactly. But in my opinion, everyone should always be able to change. In my opinion, I don't understand the people that actually are happy with the situation. Because, I have also tattoo, never bliss. That means that I'm never gonna be 100% satisfied. So yes, of course, at the moment, if I analyze the situation from a third-person view and I compare to my older, young version, blah blah blah, I'm super happy because now I can have even more, blah blah.
But actually happy?
I'm not. That's the point. Because of our set point of dopamine.
Yeah, exactly. Our set point of dopamine, we're never happy because everything we do is always level up, and the dopamine set point just raises, and you need to do something even greater in order to be happy, but this will be just for a moment, because then it will be your set point and so on. So basically, if we want to be happy indeed, we need to change constantly in order to raise every time the standards.
Yeah, that's the point. You have to raise your level, because once you feel this sense of dopamine, you want even more.
Yeah, you
want
addicted.
Always more. Like if I think myself now, I'm not happy, I'm not satisfied, but the young version of me will be actually proud of me, of all the changes I did. But at the moment, I'm not satisfied, I'm not happy, I want to work harder, and I want to level up. I want to raise my level to something more.
Yeah. The thing is that this feeling of never being happy and always wanting more is something that only us as a player have, or is something that everybody have? Because I just see people. Everyone. And
I think everybody. Like once you try it, you constantly want it. It's like it's an addiction.
The problem is that you actually need to reach this level, and I see that a lot of people are really not able to do it. I think that if I want to be generous and I want to be a good person, 90% of the people are never gonna be able to do something like that. Because it's easy to talk, it's easy to analyze, to say that it's possible, it's easy. But people, it's like they live really in a bubble, in another world. It's like when they do something stupid, for example, that makes people laugh or stuff like that, going without shirt in a mall, like I said yesterday, no? For some people, they look like an alien. They would never do that even for money. And they do it for free, just for fun. Because it's stupid, yes, but who cares? As I said yesterday, who cares? But people, it's just really like they live in this own world where everyone is giving attention just to them, you know? People think that they go out and everyone stare at them, look at them, they just care about you. But it's not like this. Because everyone think about himself.
Yeah. Even when they judge you and they look at you like as a bad person or maybe crazy or all of this stuff, they compare, even if they don't think about it, they compare themselves to you. Because otherwise they will not talk about you, like they will be, Khalil is so crazy and all of those stuff, because he's not crazy. And maybe he want to be like that, or maybe not, we don't know. But actually he's putting himself in his situation, and like, I will never do those things that he's doing Khalil. And he's going to say that is a bad thing, so he will will put Khalil in a worse position. Like, it's the bad character in that moment. But I think it's not working like that. You should always really care about yourself and how to improve. Indeed, if you work, if you stay with people that are always raising their level, if people that have passion, that want to reach some kind of goal, you will be like them. It's not if you are with a group of people that smokes every day and just go out to the club and to the bar, you will end up going to the bar and smoke cigarettes and all that stuff.
When I talk about video games, life is like a video game. I indeed actually mean like we are players because we actually think about this stuff. What I mean is just we think about changing ourselves, because people seems like to be, when I see people I just look at what it seems to be like robots, NPCs, because really people just seems like they can't understand this concept of changing, to be able to change something in your life. Just like they accept who they are and just continue living life as
nothing.
It's nothing.
As nobody. And final thought, I think that you should realize that you are not changing, and you should do that. And if you are already realizing that, you are in the good way.
Yeah, probably you're a player.
And if you want to know my point of view about this topic, for the end, let's say the few words, it's that change will bring you improvement. Point. That's it. Because you cannot improve in training, in diet, in life if you don't do any change to your life. Yeah. So change means
improvement.
Self-growth.
Exactly.
So, thank you guys.
For today's episode it's all. See you tomorrow, see you in the next episode, and have a nice evening, a nice morning, a nice day, and improve yourself.